No, I'm sick already. No.
Welcome to the Armchair Pundits.
End the stream.
I can't end it. What a way to start the show. Welcome, guys, to the Armchair Pundits Weekend Review Show. It has been a wonderful weekend for half of the team and not so much for the other half. But
still looking for that full house. Still looking for that full house, James.
How are we going to get a full house on this
weekend? We're never
weekend?
going to get it this weekend. But
what do you know what I mean?
You've got your points now, innit?
What do you mean bro, can you do maths?
You let us down, bro.
How? We paid each other. We paid each other. Just like when we paid you, you could... Anyway.
Don't do it to yourself, Evan.
You're biting, bro. You're biting.
Guys, anybody think that the temperature's dropped?
No? I'm cool right here. I'm cool.
Let's get my scarf on, man. It's cold out here, bro.
Uncle's that a scarf, you know?
Oh my days!
We all have
cold out here, bro.
Oh no! That's nasty work. That is diabolical.
These times I thought you hang it on your wall.
I know you're intro.
You're gonna hang it on the wall, bro.
No, it's cold. It's cold. I'm just gonna cover up a little piece.
Anyway, for those watching for the first time, even not watching for the first time, please click the like button. If you haven't, subscribe, and also hit the notification button. And get ready to make some comments because we're going to ask you some questions and we're going to make some comments on topics and would like your opinions on them as well. So, yep, hit that button right there. Other than the game weekends, how you guys doing?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. Not too bad, thanks. Yourself?
I'm right, man. Chilling weekend. So, able to relax, ready for this next busy week coming up.
Yeah, man, everyone's back to school now, innit? And all that kind of jazz. So it's going to be a busy one.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be a busy one.
So, if you don't know, you will know. And for those you do know, we are about to take a look at our Armchair Pundits prediction scoreboard. Every week at the end of the show, we do predictions for the next game week. And last year, we didn't really have a table. This year, we do have a table. And the table is looking... good. It's very early, so there's not much to say about it, if I'm being completely honest. But as you can see, I'm at the top. 10 points in total. Wasn't a great week for us. The rules are you get 1 point for predicting whether a team will win or not, or draw, etc., etc. And then if you get the actual correct score, then you get 3 points. So no one got correct scores this week. And some people predicted draws. So most people got 1 point from the 3 fixtures. And I managed to get 2. So, as I say each week, long may it continue.
God. I'm having a terrible time with these predictions. Terrible time.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's early, bro. It's early, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to say to myself so I can feel better. But yeah, that's bad. It's not looking good at the minute.
So, the rundown of today's show. We will be focusing on some of the fixtures because obviously this week there were some key things in each game. Not so much big things in the Tottenham game, but at the same time there was stuff to talk about because of the way the game went, etc. But we'll start off with the Liverpool game. We'll touch on the Man United game and issues that had in that Man United game, them getting the first win. We'll look at Tottenham, as I've mentioned already. We'll touch on the Man United game. Man United finally win. We'll look at Spurs as they stumble at home. And then following that, we'll look at West Ham winning, Sunderland winning, and Leeds getting a draw. So how that's impacting those teams that are favourite for relegation. And then as we always do, in fact, there's one more before that, the VAR. How VAR has been a disaster this weekend and since the season started.
Yeah, bro.
To be honest. And then we'll end it with our normal topics at the end. Player of the weekend, the moment of the weekend. And then we'll do our predictions. Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. West Ham versus Spurs. Burnley versus Liverpool. And Man City versus Man United. But that is still 2 weeks away. So there is a lot of things that could happen between those games. But without any further ado, Liverpool have beaten Arsenal at Anfield. The wait for an Arsenal win at Anfield goes on for another year. Yes. Very, very happy about that. Another record is broken. Arsenal not losing to a top 6 team for however many seasons has now ended. And Arsenal not losing to Liverpool in 7 games has now, I think losing once in 7 games has now, that's now being curtailed a bit now. So other than that, how was the game for you? Because obviously I'm going to be very positive on my side. So we'll go to Bevan.
It's one of those games, isn't it? Like you at 0-0, you're thinking, okay, just don't lose the game, and then you score a worldie to win it. It hurts, isn't it? Like no one wants to see that for their team to lose like that. But if you're going, it was going to. I think it was going to take something special to win that game, and Liverpool came up with the magic. Szoboszlai came up with the magic to win it. So as much as it hurts, it's fair play. I can't really be too bitter about it. I can be bitter about that. In that game, did Arsenal actually look like scoring? I can't say that they did. I know that Madueke had one chance, and it was a good save by Alisson. But other than
he was
that,
He was on job today.
Yeah, well, like sweeper keeping and stuff like that. But he didn't really have a save to make.
Madueke. Yeah, he was on job.
Yeah, no, he had moments, he had flashes. Yeah. It was just like he just didn't get really the rub of the green, as they say. As much as in the first half it looked like Arsenal were more on top, we just didn't really create many chances to do anything really. So if you don't do that, and Liverpool have shown this season that if they get a chance, they're going to take it, and the chance that they took, does that go in every week? Probably not, but he's taking it. He's taking it well, and then from that point, I wasn't sure that we was going to be able to get an equaliser. Really, I'm not sure how much what I can take from that game. It's just disappointing, really.
I think you guys were playing for a draw, to be honest. It didn't look. There was no quality in that game, really. There wasn't much quality apart from the free kick and maybe 1 or 2 glimpses of play from Madueke. I don't believe that Arsenal were playing to actually win. It didn't look like a decisive performance from you guys, from what I've been seeing. And also, just on the Liverpool side, you guys were definitely you weren't taking so much risks at the back like what Arsenal were doing. I mean, they looked like they wanted to... I know they were playing for the draw, but at some points, it looked like they were trying to give you the game. Like, honestly, Raya was passing the ball centre mid to the likes of Rice and even Zubimendi at times, and they were basically in your box. So I don't know what that game plan was all about. Maybe soak up the pressures and then go long. I don't know, but...
No, that's just how Arsenal play. They try to draw the team onto them, and it's kind of like a high risk, high reward thing, because it doesn't. The mistake that
not today.
What do you mean? No, obviously,
high reward. Yeah.
Well, they didn't get the reward, did they? So when they're trying to play that way, trying to play out from the back, a lot of teams get caught out, and we just at that time Liverpool didn't score from the mistake that Raya made.
Van Dijk should have, though, man.
He could have hit it.
Van Dijk should just hit it. What I didn't like is we're doing what you did this season, and the end of last season. We've started doing that play from the back, bait, and the first half was so frustrating for me. I mean, Lamont said that Arsenal didn't try to win. First half, it was mainly Arsenal. We didn't have a shot on target in the first half. For Arsenal to get the crosses, they weren't just doing nonsense to get the crosses. They were trying attempts, and we were blocking crosses and shots for them to end up getting the crosses. So that was annoying. But we just kept passing left centre back, right back, centre back, defence midfield, wall pass, come back. Like we never ever in that first half got to the final third and tried to do anything, and it was just so frustrating. I mean, Wirtz got a lot of criticism because it was like, where was he? But if you're not giving him the ball in the final third for him to do something, what really can you expect him to do? He can't. Like, he was trying to come deep at times and get the ball.
That's what I was about to say.
But he's too deep. He's not going to do his work. Yeah.
He was beyond. He was deeper than McAllister and Gravenberch at times, and I'm like, he's not going to affect the play down there. Similar to like where you guys were getting frustrated with him is why I get frustrated with Bruno, because of where he is on the pitch. It's not where I believe they're going to affect the play. So Wirtz, for me, he needs to be closer to
I wasn't frustrated with him though.
Salah and Gakpo, so that he can make.
But I wasn't frustrated with him because he was doing that because they weren't doing their job.
They couldn't give him the ball.
They weren't giving him the ball. So he's like, okay, I can't just stand here. I have to get the ball myself. So the fact that, because I think at one point in the first half, I think it was like got to like 40 minutes. McAllister had like 5 touches of the ball. 40 minutes into the game, and McAllister is the one that usually controls our tempo. Like Gravenberch does a lot of covering, but when we don't have McAllister, there's no control in our game. If he's having like 5 touches 35, 40 minutes into the game, there's no wonder we look so shoddy. So I don't Wirtz, he's going to get criticism no end. He is, because he cost 100 million, potentially 116, and you expect more. But we need to service him football-wise. We need to get the ball to him in the right positions so he can do what he was doing abroad. Can he come deeper? Yes, he can come deeper. But you saw, I'll come to your point in a minute, but in my opinion, Arsenal are the best defensive team in Europe. They are. Their defensive structure, when they don't want you to come through and score a goal, you're not going to score a goal. You're going to find it very hard to find any openings. And that's what happened. Arsenal was so good at stopping teams from breaking them down. And that's what we faced in the first half. Second half, we made a few changes. But go on, the moment you're going to say something.
But I was going to say one thing, Bev. Do you think that Zubimendi was lucky to be on the pitch still? Because I feel like Gravenberch got a yellow early in the first half, and I feel like Zubimendi was doing more or less the same kind of tripping and pushing.
But he hacked Gakpo on the halfway line. Like Gravenberch's yellow card was when someone runs across you, you end up clicking their heels.
Right.
That's not always intentional.
Yeah.
Sometimes you generally can't get out of the way because they've run across you. He gets the yellow card. Zubimendi's at the halfway line. Gakpo is trying to run away. He whacks his foot and gets nothing.
Yeah.
It's a yellow card. It's not malicious.
It's a yellow card, but I don't think
it's not malicious. But it should be a yellow card. If there's more, maybe he's saying there's more fouls after that, which should have made him get sent off.
Yeah, but I think if he gets that booking, I don't think he makes those other fouls. It's just that he should have got an earlier booking. Really, it wasn't really like kicking man down like that. I think that when he did get the yellow card,
he hacked him, bro.
Well, that's one time.
It's a yellow card, though.
It's a yellow card, but then that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to go do it again and then it gets sent off. Like, usually players kind of smarten up a little bit. I think
he didn't get it, though, because we wouldn't have got a free kick. He might have not made that challenge if it was a yellow card.
Yeah.
Apparently, Raya is saying that the reason why that goal went in is because of the ball, more or less. Yeah. He's saying that the Puma ball moves a lot more than the night ball. We've had the night ball for the last 5 years, and the Puma ball it moves very different. I was like, bruv, allow it. It was a good free kick, bro.
Good.
Please. I like Leon. He's like, was he clutching that?
Hold on, correct that sentence about good free kick. That was not a good free kick, bro.
It was a great free kick. You know it.
It's a worldie, man. It's a worldie.
It's a great free kick, man.
But I think that, like, going back to Lamont's earlier point about Arsenal setting up, I think it's more like the original lineup of Marino, Zubimendi, and Rice in the middle of the park. That I'm not sure that's if you have Odegaard in there, or even if he was to put Eze in there, it seems more of an attacking and more of an attacking threat, an attacking impetus. So it would seem that you're kind of going for it more. Putting Marino in there, it does seem kind of more like defensive and like he's there to kind of get goals from corners and free kicks and stuff like that. So without having more of an attacking kind of threat, it does kind of like Arsenal set up to be more defensive and to get like a draw, or to go there, nick a 1-0 or something like that.
Is there an issue with that, though? Is there an issue with them wanting to nick a 1-0? Really?
No, there's not. There's not
for you. I mean, for some people are complaining, but is that really a problem? You go into a team that came top of the league, you go into a stadium where you haven't won in, I think, 12 years or more. Is there a problem with being defensively strong and then bringing on your creative players later to win the game?
I think it feeds into the narrative of like last season about Arsenal not going for games when they could have, or not being more on the front foot, and it's kind of difficult to strike a balance between the two, because at the minute I think that it's like the way that Arteta's trying to set up is for a team that is hard to beat, which is fine, but then when it doesn't work, then it seems like you've got no ideas going forward, and the game looks ugly, and there's no real chance creation happening. So if it works, you look like a genius. If it doesn't work, you look like you don't know how to get attacks going, and that the team don't know how to score goals and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? Today it didn't work.
Listen, I said last week that I didn't think we were going to win the game. I predicted 3-2, but if you haven't watched it, you can watch my short. I said Arsenal will score from a set piece. There's no way they're not going to score from a set piece. I'm so happy I was wrong. I've never been happy to be wrong. Because defensively, be honest, Konate was shocking first 2 games. And then if you add the Community Shield 3 games, Kirkes the same. Our back line was wonderful today. Set piece wise, headed everything. It was a really, really good defensive performance from us, and I'm happy. Happy with the win. Szoboszlai, fantastic. Man of the match for me. Arsenal, they weren't as bad as some of the Arsenal, or obviously I'm a Liverpool fan saying it, so it may sound biased, but I don't think it was that bad a performance from Arsenal. But yeah, we move on. We're the only team left with 100% record. Long may it continue. I think I'll be using that for the rest of the season. Long may that continue. So, unless there's anything else anyone wants to add, we'll move on to the next segment, which is Lamont. He's Man United finally scoring a goal from a Man United player, winning their game, and once again getting help from the referees. Over to you.
Once again, bruv, do you forget what happened to us against Arsenal? We got robbed. Yeah?
Oh, shut up,
when the keeper got fouled. We got robbed.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Saliba fouled the keeper, bro.
No, he didn't.
I think I was on holiday for that game.
I didn't see it.
Cool. Well, just let you know, we didn't get no help in that game. Yeah?
Well, you didn't get no help against Fulham either, no?
Maybe, but not in the Arsenal game where we should have got the 3 points.
That's 2 games ago, bro.
Yeah, well, you know, all these games count.
Let it go. So it evened itself out. So you got a penalty that you shouldn't have got.
No chance. We should have got 2 penalties in that game yesterday, to be honest. But anyway, the one with Kyle Walker, when he hacked Mount down in the middle of the box. Oh, it was the edge.
Whoa.
Was it outside the box? But to be fair, I didn't have my glasses on when I was watching the first bit.
Yeah, I actually tell you to put them on when you're trying to call penalties.
Clearly not.
Look, I think we needed a performance on the back of how we played against Grimsby and the way that we had in our last game as well against Fulham. I feel like we needed something. We needed to score a goal for ourselves, first of all. We need to get points on the board. And I don't think there was a better time for us to do it than in injury time at Old Trafford. Like typical United take it to the death, and then Bruno steps up and converts a penalty after missing the last one. It's just, it was almost like poetry in some elements. But what I will say is that there was a couple of positives I'll take out of it. First thing is we played for longer than 25 minutes and got a goal. We dominated, which we should be dominating Burnley anyway at home, but we dominated the game and actually kind of, made the most of it. The negatives I'll take out of that is that we conceded 2 silly goals from poor goalkeeping and also defending switching off, and also the fact that Cunha got injured in the first half. So, yeah.
You know what? What's funny?
I think it's bittersweet for me.
You know what's funny to me is that, like, you say that Arsenal play like Stoke, but you lot play more like Stoke. You got, like, it's long balls, or it's goals from corners and free kicks and set pieces. Oh yeah. And then was it last week? Like when I was watching last week, you were saying about Arsenal when it's only Leeds, and then this week you got a flag out and you beat Burnley, who we tipped to go back down.
Did you get 3 points today?
Bro, no.
Did you get 3 points today?
No, we didn't get 3 points today.
Where I come from, you're only as good as your last performance. Did you win your last game?
Where you're listen, your flag's back to front. Where listen, where I come from, if you're gonna talk the things, at least be honest in your assessment of the things that you're talking.
Yeah, and we won our last game.
No, you did. You did, but it's the opposition that you played against. So it can't be that last week it was only
Are they in the
Leeds.
Premier League?
It's
Are
only
they in the
last
Premier
week.
League?
It can't be last week that's only Leeds, but this week we beat Burnley.
They're
and
in
we
the
look
Premier
great doing
League.
it.
They're in the Premier League. They're in the Premier League. We beat them. We got 3 points.
This week they're in the Premier League.
That's all I've got to say.
Yeah, this week they're in the Premier League. You know what I mean?
Don't rain on my parade, man. Let me have this. This could be our only win for the season.
Bro, I got to rain on your parade, bro.
We can hope. We can hope, bro. We can hope.
Yeah. Of course you'll pipe up when I say something like that. Yeah, man. Like I said to you, bruv, it was open and shut. I mean, everyone thought we were going to win. Maybe they thought it was going to be a little bit more clean, but it definitely wasn't. At 2-2, did I think that United were going to draw and see the game out? Yeah, I did. I nearly kind of walked away from the game. But at 95 minutes, you really don't stop playing, do you? So, yeah, Diallo wins us a penalty. Bruno slots. 3 points United OT. Over to you.
Should not have been a pen, man.
Bro, it was a pen, bro.
No, it's stupid. Like,
why is he pulling his shirt?
See why it's given right. You're pulling his shirt. You know he's running into the box. Just let go. Like, he literally had a Burnley player to the right. Who was it got fouled?
Anthony fouled Diallo.
Anthony.
Diallo. It's a goal scorer. It's a goal scorer.
You literally have a player right next to Diallo. Just let go. Let him deal with him. Like, I don't know. It was stupidity. He got carried away, and it cost him.
Bruv, all I'm saying is our goalkeeper woes have not stopped, bruv. That goalkeeper is he's a donkey. He doesn't know what he's doing in there. And we might get Emmy. Hopefully, we might get
Emmy.
All right, listen, before we go on, did you see
the interview?
Did you see the interview for Unai Emery? Bev, have you seen it?
No.
Marco, what's his surname?
Bizot.
Marco Bizot.
Every
question
said
it about 10 times.
Yeah.
About 10 times, you have to watch it.
Marco Bizot. Oh, so is everyone teasers staying? Marco Bizot. Who's going to go to Marco Bizot?
Bev, he didn't break stride. He didn't break stride. That was his answer for the entire interview. A reporter's nightmare.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
But yeah, if we get Emmy, I mean, to be fair, I don't know why we left the business so late, James and Leon. I don't when you're doing business, you'd expect the people just to wake up, right?
Bruv, there was talk when he gave the penalty away in the last game of the season that he was already on your books from then, because that was a silly last man challenge. You've gone the whole summer, you're waiting to the last day to try and sign him. There's talk it's ridiculous. You knew you needed a goalkeeper. He's not going to cost heaven and earth. I don't know. Maybe you had to sell Garnacho first. Now you got your Garnacho money. Maybe now you can actually go in for him. Yeah. But for you to go in late, because they even bought Bizot. They even bought a goalkeeper, probably thinking he's going.
Yeah, Marco Bizot.
If you get him, it's a massive improvement. Because let's be honest. If you have him in goal against Grimsby, you don't lose that game.
Facts.
If you have him in goal against Burnley, you don't concede those. Okay, maybe the first goal was a good goal. I'm not going to say anything. It's a good cross, and there was good movement from the striker. But the second goal, where
but you know what? I think the defender switched off.
It in. That's nothing to do with the goalkeeper, though. That's nothing to do with the goalkeeper. The defender switched off.
True.
The second goal, where he palms it into the middle of the box from the header.
He's come out off his line to go and win it and missed it completely looking behind him, bruv. It's like, what? Bruv, stay on your line if you're not confident. But yeah.
Wasn't he? But didn't he help with the Mbeumo goal, though?
He did.
From the long kick?
Yeah, that was a very... But bruv, again...
He's good at.
He's good at. He's been doing it all season. For 3 games.
For 3 games.
Got holes here, though.
Yeah, all over the place. Like Bevan likes to say, he's got hands of holograms.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Both of your keepers got
one's got holograms and the other one's got a biscuit wrist. Another's got a biscuit wrist, bro. Those penalties were shocking on the weekend. He got his hand to like half of them, bro.
Yeah, for decoration.
Anyway, Man United have won.
Yeah. Let's see.
Is it relief? Is it relief for you?
What?
Is it relief? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. We needed 3 points, man. If we're going to win the league, you got to start somewhere. So 3 points early on in the season, you know what I mean? Means something to everyone.
So you still think that?
Cool.
You still think that?
What? That
He's
we're
still running with
title
that.
contenders.
He's still he's still running with that narrative.
Can't you see the flag, bro?
I thought it was because you got to take these victories. You got to take these victories where you can. You get me?
Yeah, one win at a
It
time.
should be,
One win at a
exactly.
time. Look, I'm taking it one game at a time, bro. I don't care. We're 9th place right now. That's it. Do you know what I mean? I want to hear about how Tottenham got their cherry popped. Let's go.
Right.
Oh,
The
no.
Spurs stumble at home. 1-0 defeat. Liam, you were there?
See, Alamon's talking big already. This
You
guy.
know, it's disgusting, isn't it?
It's
see when you're winning.
diabolical behavior, to be honest. This is it. This is Spurs, man. Follow up a big win against City with a defeat in a game where you'd expect that they would at least put a better performance. Bournemouth, we know what Bournemouth are about. They cause problems, man. Honestly, it was like a boxer that when someone just has your number that day and there's nothing you can do about it. Bournemouth were just too good. Tactically, they outsmarted Thomas Frank's tactics. They outfought literally every battle, especially in the one-on-ones. Tottenham was second to everything. Bournemouth were on point that day, and I think if we had 3 hours of football, we still wouldn't have scored. We literally managed to get one shot on goal the whole game. We barely had any fruitful attacks where we actually created a significant chances. The game could have been 4 or 5-0, if I'm being honest. Vicario kept us in it. There was no outfield player that held, I would say, that did themselves any justice in terms of a performance, because literally Bournemouth were just on it and Tottenham literally didn't have anything to offer. It was really disappointing, but I'm glad in a way that Thomas Frank has seen it now, because he has 2 weeks for the international break to figure out how he's going to be able to get some kind of consistency within this team, because we've seen this side of Tottenham many, many times over under every single manager we've had. We've had these performances many times where we've followed up a big win with a very flat and putrid performance where literally we would never have, we just didn't deserve anything from the game. And
it was only 1-0 though, Lee.
Bro,
so it's
I'm
not
telling
like
you, no. Don't get it twisted, bro. I was there. First-hand witness. Eyewitness. I saw it. Honestly. Vicario saved us, bro. And when I say saved us, he saved us.
He was good.
There's a 1-0 battering.
As I said, every outfield player was terrible. There was no one that no one can hold their head up and say, you know what, I gave my all. None of them. They were all bad. Yeah. We've got Richarlison was back to normal, the Spurs version, not Everton or Watford. Literally, he couldn't hold up the ball at all. There was not one moment where he actually held the ball up when it got fed into him. It was terrible. Brennan Johnson, I told you before, anytime this guy does not score, there's nothing else to offer. There's nothing else. So he was bad. Kudus was back to West Ham last season. Kudus, it was bad, man. Very, very bad. We have to figure out how we're going to we're going to have to figure out the left side. I think obviously we're signing Xavi Simons. He will probably fill in either as a number 10 or on the left. We've got Kulusevski to come back at some point soon, hopefully. So, and Solanke. We didn't have Solanke, which for some reason, I don't know what point he got injured, but he just wasn't in the starting lineup. And then I looked up and I saw him in the stands, literally coming out of the one of the executive boxes. So yeah, work to do, man. Work to do.
Do you think it's a different game if you got like someone in the middle of the park to unlock a defense? Like,
we definitely need that. We've needed that for years. Like obviously, Madison has good days and bad days, but we've always struggled to unlock defenses. Even when we had Pochettino, when we played against teams with a low block, the only time we really, really didn't struggle is when we had the combination of Wanyama, Dembele, Eriksen, and Ali. because they could all do something. Maybe not Wanyama, but Dembele, Ali, and Ericsson were all capable of unlocking something, doing something out of nothing. Whereas, right now we've got energy, although we lacked it on Saturday. We've got an energetic midfield, but we don't have a creative midfield. And that's what we really do miss. And not having someone like Son who can produce something out of nothing, having people like Kane can produce something out of nothing. We don't have those type of guys now. So we're very much reliant on everyone putting their shift in to create things. Saturday was just one of those days, man. Bournemouth were awesome. And as I said, it could literally have been 4 or 5-0. And it wouldn't have flattered them. They were that good and we were that bad. So have to take them ones. But yeah, work for Frank to do, man. Now he knows what the true heart of this team is. Let's see if he can turn them around.
End of the day, when you look at it,
is mad though.
Because when you look at it, when you do
one
all three
shot
games,
on target. Sorry, James. I was gonna say one shot on target for the whole game is mad.
It's bad, bro.
Go on, James.
When you look at it as a whole, the first 3 games, it's been a good start.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But these are the type of games, James, that Tottenham are synonymous for. Like, we're known for these type of performances. So this is where I'm like, this is where you got to earn your coin. These type of scenarios. Like, players can get up for the big games. Yeah. And, we by and large, even if we lose, we put in a performance at least to try and do something. But it's these games. Last season, how many times did we lose to teams that you'd expect us to beat? It was bad. I think we lost like 9 games at home last season. Bad.
But usually you lot do well against Bournemouth. Like, when I looked at it before, Frank does well against Bournemouth when he was at Brentford, and you lot don't seem to lose to them. You kind of seem to be. You'd have thought the two married together with how Frank has been started the season, that you would have got this one over the line. Really?
Nah, yeah, you would have thought so, but it just shows, man.
It's football.
Yeah.
After beating City, it's a normal thing for Tottenham.
Well, you've got West Ham up next, which is usually a good fixture for you guys.
Not away from home.
It's it's away. Okay.
Yeah. Well, West Ham away and West Ham at home, different things. Well,
that moves us on nicely to the next topic, and that was West Ham's bounce back. Sunderland performing well again, and Leeds getting a draw. So, are we looking at potential? All of us changing our minds, because pretty much all of us had 2 of the 3 getting relegated, and at the moment, yes, Leeds lost 5-0, but that was to Arsenal. Their first game and yesterday's game were pretty much good performances. Sunderland are surprised. Well, I didn't put Sunderland to go down. So I saw what they brought in. Had a feeling they'll do well. But it looks a bit more promising than previously.
I think it's early. It's still early. Like, right now, these teams are riding a wave of excitement, and like, they're feeding off the fact that their fans are excited being back in the Premier League. I think it's still early for us to call it. I think Sunderland look really good. They've actually looked pretty good, but then they lost 2-0 to Burnley, who it was technically championship rivals. So you could argue that it's going to be how the games that they play against their fellow strugglers. That's what's going to determine where they are. So I still think it's early. I still think Leeds are going to be in trouble. I never called West Ham to go down. So despite how bad they were at the beginning, I do think Graham Potter, given time, will figure it out.
They've got a new centre midfielder from France who they say is Belabor-esque potentially. In the way he plays. The way he plays.
Apparently they've got Lionel Bowen as well.
Yeah.
Well, they are relying on Bowen. Bowen needs to stay fit, and Paqueta, I think the way he's responded to his goal, maybe he's staying.
Kissing the badge and that stuff. Or that.
Talking about that
basically,
for the way.
Yeah, man. Don't call my phone, bro.
I respect that though. I respect it.
I will respect it on Tuesday.
If he stays,
or at 7:01 tomorrow, I respect it.
I think it depends who comes knocking in it, because it's like Villa, bruh. Nah, Villa. If it's Man City, he's gonna be answering the bell. Man City was supposed to be going for him last season until the whole betting thing came about.
Yeah, so. I don't think they're gonna go for him just because they got some issues of their own.
They got a lot of issues.
Man City got other issues to deal with, which isn't related to creating goals.
I think I think with the teams that have just come up, I think it's going to be their home form. Because if you look at it, Sunderland won their last 2 games at home, and one of the teams that they just beat Brentford, who I tipped them to go down. One of the teams to go down. Yeah. And I think that Leeds at Ellen Road, they could be a different outfit, innit?
4 points so far, Ellen Road.
Yeah. And to be fair, Newcastle are a bit toothless up front at the minute. They're missing some stuff.
There's no bit. They just are.
Bro, when they've got their striker.
They have no striker. Their only other goal threat got himself sent off last week. So
just a slight change of pace
midfield as well.
Just a slight change of pace. Did anybody see Lionel Bowen do his mazy run and then Wilson tried to take it off of him at the last minute? Now I need to know.
He didn't try to. He did. He didn't try. He did.
What would you do in that moment if someone took the ball off you when you was just about to bury it after going past about 6 man?
Well, exactly what Bowen did. Bowen went mad,
bro. Yeah. Listen, when you're
disrespect.
When you're getting paid as you play, you got to lie, cheat, beg, borrow, and steal. You get me? And that's what you tried to do.
Bonus is important, bro.
Yeah, that's big monies. You're gonna be, of course, if you're Bowen, you're gonna cuss. You're gonna lose it, mate. But you can understand. You can understand
that was nasty work.
I can't understand what was trying to do.
That was nasty work.
No.
Scored.
Yeah, but you don't know where Wilson's gonna play. How many games are you gonna play this season? That could be the difference between his mortgage payment and not. You know what I'm saying?
Repo, man. Man, that was funny.
It was definitely nasty work. All right, cool.
Yeah, bro.
So on to the next topic. The biggest issue we've had this weekend. We've talked about it briefly with Man United game, but VAR, refereeing chaos.
Every week.
What was terrible? I mean, we saw what happened yesterday, but before Liverpool's game was announced, I think it's like 3:00 or early in the day, they said that they've had to change the VAR guy because of how poorly he performed the day before. Can you imagine?
Imagine him saying that publicly.
The guy that did VAR today was not supposed to do VAR today. It was the guy that did the Chelsea game yesterday.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah, go on.
Why do they need to announce that publicly? Tell me.
Because they have to change it. They have to change. They have to change the person. The players, the people who do VAR are already listed earlier in the week, so everyone knows who's doing those games. So they'll be like, "Why are you changing VAR?" So didn't lie about it.
Fair.
As you mentioned to me on WhatsApp, that they apologized to Fulham after the game because when I was watching it, to be fair, it's not the first time that they've done, but it was the other way around. I remember Aston Villa played against Man United. And your superstar, Bruno Fernandes, tried to do the same kind of move, and he stepped on Conster's ankle, and he got a penalty for it. He got a penalty for it, so it was the other way around.
Because Bruno went down, didn't he? Bruno went down.
VAR looked at it, and they gave a penalty. And it was like, how can I give a penalty? So then when they did this one, and someone steps on his ankle, and they say it's a foul, I was like, well, what are you trying to do? So I feel sorry for Josh, I forgot his last name.
Josh King.
Josh King, because 18 years old, scoring in a local derby.
Yeah. And that would have put them 1-0. 1-0 up.
And then for them to rule it out by saying he was careless with his feet. Like, where was his foot supposed to go when he does a spinning turn? Careless. So that and obviously, let me not, because I can go on forever. I was so vexed watching that game.
If they're not supposed to do that, if they're not supposed to do that, then I think that like VAR coming out or the PGM or whatever they're called coming out and saying he's not in the next game we've been calling for them to say that when they've made mistakes. So I think they should come out and say we've made a mistake.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and not leave it till next week either, because especially the magnitude of Arsenal Liverpool, that's a big game in the league. I know they're all big games, but that is a what they're looking at as like maybe a title decider and stuff like that. They can't then say this guy who's made a mistake, then put him into this game where there could be a lot kind of riding on it when come the end of the season. Do you know what I mean? If he's going to be getting excited as he did in the game before.
What was you going to say, Lee?
I think one of the big problems is the players are actually milking the fact that they know things are going to be reviewed. So they're going down to make sure that they go and look at stuff. So before, there were certain challenges where you'd be like, a player will just get up and continue or ride it out or whatever. But because they know that everything's going to be under scrutiny, they're like, if you feel contact, go down and stay down because they're going to review it. And that's where I think teams have become clever because they know that VAR is going to have a review, and they're basically going to chalk goals off which you think should be given or penalties are going to be given when they shouldn't. So I think they're just being clever right now, and VAR need to figure out what their strategy is because there's no consistent pattern between each of the games. So that's where I think they just need to just say, we're either going to review certain type of incidents or not. Go on, James.
So,
breaking news.
Emmy?
From David Ornstein. Newcastle United reached total agreement with Liverpool. So Alexander Isak, deal for 25-year-old worth 130 to Newcastle with solidarity. 125 million cost to Liverpool. Medical to be done Monday.
Yes. Wow. How much?
130.
It's going to be 130 all in all. Wait, Frank,
but then what happens with Ekitike then? What happens with Ekitike then?
You had York and Cole. You won leagues with York and Cole. Why are people
playing together?
Sharing the match?
Playing together.
Ekitike can play left wing.
Bro, you have 4 strikers.
We've dropped Gakpo.
No, bruv, rotation. Is Gakpo going to play all 50 games?
They have like 60 games.
No, just a question. Yeah, just a question. Because obviously, I'm just thinking, them man, bruv, good luck to you.
In a way, I feel sorry for Ekitike because
it's a right. Man's just jealous, isn't it? I would love to have
Vex, dog.
Vex. Solanke and Richarlison, bro. Jeez, please.
You man got the pour into the stick there, boy. Breaking news.
I must wait. Breaking news for True. It's 2 weeks in a row now. We've got the breaking news live. I just need Gerhi to come through next. And then
you reckon? Well, after the world he scored today, bro, that was like an exit gift. That was like a party gift, boy.
Trust me,
it's beautiful. Top notch.
Banger.
Sorry, had to break off because I had to let you guys know.
Fine.
James is all over the place now. He doesn't even know what's going on.
I don't know what to do. I think someone's about to take over.
In it, guys. I see you in 36 games. Was it 35 games?
Mate. No, I'm happy. I'm happy. So, what I was going to say to finish off the VAR nonsense, to make it worse for Fulham is the 2-0 goal. I mean,
oh gosh.
They win a penalty because the defender turns his arm, it hits him here. But literally 5 seconds before that, João Pedro is in the box. Yeah. It hits his hand. It goes wide. They pass it out, and someone crosses it. So literally 3 or 4 seconds. So I know the whole rule is if it doesn't touch the goal scorer, then it doesn't count as handball. But in that instance, that is ridiculous because that has affected the play. If it doesn't touch his hand, he doesn't get the ball to then pass to someone to control for him to cross it in. So they should have, listen, even if they lied and found, they should have just said, you know what? Because no one would have complained.
No one would have
complained if
João Pedro was given as a handball.
Exactly, nobody.
The sequence benefited him. They're the attacking team. It benefited him, and it came off his foot and hit his hand. So that's why that's what I said. There's no consistency, bro. It's the same thing.
Did you see when in the Brighton game, Man City, where they reviewed the VAR with the yellow card, and they said it was more reckless than malicious. So the yellow card stood.
Yeah.
So that was Reinders. You're talking about Reinders?
Was it?
It must have been Reinders when he made the pass and he followed through, kind of thing. But it wasn't like that was a natural for me. That was a natural running. You talking about that challenge or something else?
No, it's something else. No, it wasn't Randers. It was the Brighton player. But I'm just saying that, like,
was it Gruder? I can't remember who it was now. I can't remember who it was now.
There was another flurry from VAR as well in the Sunderland Brentford game. Wow, brother, mate, they were all over the place in that game. Not giving penalties, giving penalties. I think it was Sade missed a penalty. Bruv, it was a good game to watch as a neutral, but poor for any kind of referee trying to get some tips like on how not to ref. Like, honestly, but yeah, boys.
But yeah, okay. So that's the end of that. We'll move on to our final bits of the weekend. So mine will probably be pretty obvious, but we'll move on to the performance of the weekend. So I think we normally start with Bevan. So Bevan,
this weekend, because I've given him a lot of stick and he got 2 assists, I'm going to give it to Jack Grealish.
Yes, you stole my one. Go on. We move on to Lamont.
Captain Clutch himself, Bruno, got United their first 3 points for the season. Under massive pressure after the way we dropped out against Grimsby in the week, so I think it's warranted.
You have no
Captain Clutch.
Bruv, I swear the penalty he scored wasn't that just the same penalty from last week? It just finally landed.
Mate, but it meant more. It meant more this time.
So he's Captain Clutch
anyway,
this week.
He's Captain Clutch, bro.
All right.
He's Captain
Clutch.
Clutch.
Go on, Leon. Your player of the weekend.
I'm going to go with Mark Gahey. I think given all the nonsense that was being spoken about the last couple of weeks with speculation with him, he's put on a great performance away from home at Villa, ruined their impressive home record and got himself a goal. Could be his last game for Palace, maybe. We'll see what happens in the next 24 hours. But yeah, I'm going to give it to Gahey.
I'm going with Grealish as well. We spoke about it. Could he gone to Tottenham? Could he have been the difference maker for Tottenham? He's gone to Everton and has 4 assists in 2 starts. Listen, it's a good start for him. Him being on form means that Everton will do well this season, in my opinion. I think Leon said it as well before we started. Everton are going to be a problem. Or was it Lamont? One of you said Everton is going to be a problem. And the way he's playing, he wanted to get an England team. I think it was too soon for him to get an England team from just 2 performances, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, performance of the week goes to him with a goal of the week for Szoboszlai.
You have to say that nice and loud, innit, so everyone can hear you, bruv.
Of course. Moment of the week for you, Bevan?
I'm going to say Mark Gahey's goal was my moment of the week because I can't give the moment of the week, which the rest of you give, because that is not a moment for me. No. That is pain. So yeah, I'm getting to Mark Gahey, cracker, and if that's the last goal he scores for Crystal Palace, fair play to him.
What was the first thing you said when Szoboszlai free kick went in, bro?
My son was around, so I can't really say what I said. Well, I had to mute myself. It was, yeah, I nearly threw my phone down. It's like, we'd have to bleep it out. Like, yeah.
My house shook, bro.
This is a family show, so I can't say what I was going to say. What I want to say.
Lamont?
Unai Emery. Bizot, Marco Bizot. Bro, that was it for me, bro. I was done. I had to watch that video about 5 times. Honestly, if we can get that on the video just to show the viewers what Unai Emery is going on with, honestly, he's something special, bro.
I'll see if I can put it in. Lee?
Yeah, Szoboszlai's free kick, man. In a game where the defenses were I guess, on top during the game, you needed something special to win it, and you don't get much better than that from a quality player. So I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, obviously for me it's the same. Shout out to hopefully future Liverpool centre back So he gets a close second. But yeah, actually, no. In fact, I think that news just now might be the moment of the weekend. No, he hasn't passed his medical yet, so let me wait. Let me chill.
Can you imagine?
Let me chill.
Could you imagine?
Isaac, same time.
You got a hammy.
That would be muggy.
They say, can you imagine if he doesn't pass his medical?
Yeah.
You got to fake that. Okay.
Fake it to make it, bro.
You say it anyway. You pass it anyway. But yeah. So what's that? Free kick is something I've been asking for months, to be honest. When Trent's been missing, I'm like, why is Sabozza not taking free kicks? Trent didn't have to take every free kick. You didn't have to be first. And ironically, I don't think he meant it in a bad way. But he said it in the post-match. He said it in his interview, like, no disrespect to Trent. Obviously, Trent was always first. So I didn't really get a chance, but it's about time. It's about time that I scored a free kick for Liverpool. So yeah. Long may it continue.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Okay, right. The last segment of the show, we will do our predictions. And this time I am more organized, I believe, because I put it in the agenda. Imagine that. So, Arsenal are playing first on the weekend. It's 2 weeks away, so a lot can happen. I mean, you've got an injury for Saliba. Saka's not going to start.
They've got 10 more centre-backs to cover.
Yeah, true. Right, to be fair, Mascora came in and he played well. He didn't put a foot wrong. So it was a good debut in a hostile stadium. So I don't think you have many problems against Forest, the way they're attacking. But yeah, excuse me. We'll do Arsenal, Nottingham Forest first and go round and round.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0? Jeez.
Yeah, at the Emirates, man. I think last year we flossed them at the Emirates.
Yeah, it was a doddle.
Oh yeah, I remember that, actually.
Yeah.
Lamont?
I'm going to call that 1-1.
Okay. Leon?
2-0 Arsenal.
I'll go 3-0. No, not 3-0. No, 2-0. 2-0. Their defense is still good. I know they got moved up today, but yeah, 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal. All right, moving to the next game. And the next game on the list is, why did I move it?
West Ham, Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah, West Ham, Tottenham.
I am going to say 3-1 West Ham.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's not that wow, but yeah, it's a bit of a dagger still. If we lose 3-1, I'm gonna be so vexed. Oh my goodness!
It's only because it's at their ground, man. Anything can happen. I didn't want to go there.
I hear it. Just know I'm gonna be so vexed.
Lamont?
2-2.
Leon?
1-1.
I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs. Okay, so we are away this week to Burnley. Bevan?
4-0 Liverpool.
4-0. I doubt Isak will be making his debut, but
that's rude.
Yeah,
he'll make his debut. He'll parade him, and he'll make his debut.
Sweden. Yeah, he's gonna get. Hopefully, he'll get games in Sweden. So
yeah, so he'll be match fit.
Out.
Yeah, he'll be match fit.
But he's had no preseason, so he won't start anyway. Lamont?
Self-inflicted though.
3-1. Yeah, 3-1 Liverpool.
Leon?
I genuinely don't think Burnley are going to score.
2-0 Liverpool.
I'm going 3-0 Liverpool.
Oh, the way they've been defending, boy.
That game's got Salah written all over it.
The way who's been defending?
Your boys.
Burnley. Liverpool?
Yeah.
Did you not watch today's game?
Bruv.
Did you not watch today's game?
It was two defenses playing against each other, though.
Huh?
Yeah,
Arsenal tried to attack. Well, actually, a lot of it was corners. It was corners. A lot of it.
There you go.
To be fair, but
Connor.
we'll have a clean sheet that game. And the final game of the weekend, the Manchester derby, and I believe you are away from home. If I'm correct.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, Bevan,
2-1 United.
they've got the Indian sign over them, isn't it? I think that's the phrase you use.
They have.
Lamont is going to pick
Same.
United win. Just a matter of how many? 2-1.
3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
What, to United?
Yeah, 3-2 to United. Sorry.
Leon.
How did you know I was going to pick a United win, by the way?
Oh,
I take offence to that.
If it was Liverpool, you wouldn't. But everyone else, I think you fancy yourself to be every other team with Liverpool right now.
We know because water's wet, the sky's blue, and grass is green.
Hallelujah.
3-1 City.
Not impossible, to be honest.
No. Honestly, that is a difficult game to call because, boy, there's some mad Jekyll and Hyde performances going on over there in the northwest.
I'm going to go 2-1 Man City.
Didn't Amarin beat them home and away last season as well?
No, I don't think we beat them home and away.
No, we drew.
One of them was 0-0.
Yeah, we drew 0-0.
Yeah,
we drew 0-0. Okay. The last one we drew 0-0. Yeah.
Okay. We'll get Daryl's one so you can get him on the table. But those are our predicted results. Like I said, it's a couple of weeks away, so anything can happen. But hopefully we will have anyway. But hopefully you guys will have some new signings. You might have a new goalkeeper. I don't think Arsenal are looking at anyone. And Nketiah has been signed, right? That's a good signing.
Another defender.
I'm annoyed by that still.
They want another defender, Arsenal.
Yeah, of course they do.
Nketiah. Yeah, man.
It's a loan deal, isn't it? With
loan
obligation
to buy. Yeah.
And I'm sure Leon's hoping for a couple more signings. What positions are you hoping for?
What options?
What positions?
We still need I still think we need another creative midfielder. And, we basically need a creative midfielder or someone else to play left side because I'm not having Brennan playing left.
I personally think you should be going for a Leicester winger. He's the right age and he hasn't been playing for Leicester because of the whole transfer talk. So you should be looking to get him, I reckon. But yeah, cool. This has been Armchair Pundits review for the game week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button and leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of our opinions this week. Let us know what you thought of that Man United top keeping him warm. Does that really keep him warm as thin as that is? Because I can pretty much see his wall through it. So, yeah. Take it easy, guys. Peace out. Alexander Isak!
United!